Hi again, everyone. I want to talk about the first minute of an interview. And research shows that 80% of the hiring decisions are made during that first minute. I'm one of those who, in the hundreds of interview, I'm going to tell you right now, there are times that I was unsure till the end. There was times I was unsure after the end. More often than not, I made that decision in the first minute. So what did I base that on? Man, I'll tell you, it may not be fair, but most people base it on what happens in those first seconds, the first instant you walk into the room. So what's different? If you walk in and you're making eye contact with someone, you have a smile on your face, and you're walking purposefully confident. So let's talk about let's talk. We're not looking for a silly grin, but you want to come in and with a smile, and maybe you have to practice that. Because if you come in with a scowl, it sets the whole tone, and people are looking for that. Remember, people are looking to work with people that they want to hang out with. You know, crews of people tend to spend time together. People are looking for people that they can be on a first name basis with, the people that they can interact with. So you want to make sure that you are that person and you show that side of you. So you're going to walk in with a smile on your face. You're going to walk to the person to interview, and then another really important piece is you're going to stick your hand out, and you're going to say, "Hi, I'm John Sandstrom. Nice to meet you." Now, and then we're going to shake hands, and I want to say something about the handshaking. You know, this is not a handshake. You all know that. You know, this is what you do when you have a cold and you hold a Kleenex that you've used. That's what that is. A handshake, the key part is this part of your hand has to touch that part of the other person's hand. Who knows why, but it's one of those mystical things for generations, but it's so important and it makes such a difference. People say a firm handshake. It doesn't mean you're squishing that hand so it hurts. People talk about Adrian Peterson when he has that hand and it just feels like it's a vice. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for good contact right here, and you want a good firm hold, not a squeeze, a hold. Then the other part is, of course, looking people in the eye. Doesn't mean that you're staring just weird as can be about it, but you want to look and maintain, and I always tell people, look at that person's eyes until you're sure what color eyes they are. And then if you have to, look at the person's nose if you need something else. Should it be an interview team, and you walk, and each person you want to go and say, "Hi, I'm John Sandstrom. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you." You go through the whole line and make sure you do that. The key piece, especially in a team interview, first name is the name you have to speak the most clearly. People want to know what to call you. So make sure you work on that first name. Resist the temptation to talk quickly. So often people gloss over their names that you can't hear it. And I'll tell you what, it really hurts an interview if they don't know your name and what to call you. Obviously, you got to take care to learn the name of the person you're interviewing. You probably know that from the interview letter or wherever. It'll say, "Here's who you're interviewing with." Work hard at that. If it's a team interview, take a sheet of paper, write those names down, first names, and and the second names if you have, and we'll talk about that. But I really want you to get the names of the folks involved. Don't be too intense, but smile. So and so, I'm pleased to meet you. Now, one of the other key pieces is that you wait. Then don't automatically sit down. You wait to be told to sit down. And what I've always done is you go down and say, "Please have a seat," and then you pull out the chair and sit down. Another important piece, it just shows a sense of manners. A lot of this stuff you look at and you say, "Oh, this is corny, goofy stuff that my grandma used to say." Yes, it is, and it's just the way that interviews happen. Now, another key part of the interview is after you sit down, especially if you're in someone's office, you're going to look at their office and look and see what their pictures are. For example, in my office, traditionally I've had pictures of my family, pictures of my dog, fishing pictures. I've had a poster of Torii Hunter or another member of the Twins or whatever. But look what's in there. Take that second and then look and say, "Oh, I see you like fishing. Tell me about that trip." Or, "Oh, don't you like rooting for Torii Hunter, or don't you like rooting for the Twins, or tell me about your or is this your family? Tell me about them." It's a contest. them talking versus you talking. They want you to talk, you want them to talk, because people that talk about themselves are happy, they love it. So I want to sum this up, and then I'm going to do the third video. Walk in purposefully, don't sprint in, but don't drag, have your hands comfortable. You walk in, you make good eye contact, you shake hands, and then hold it for a second. Don't be in a rush to get out of that hand. Have a good firm handshake, good contact. Nice to meet you. Thank you for seeing me. And I think that's all I'm going to say about this. So I'll come back to a third video. Thanks.